5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Professor Pudgy, let's go.
Nice.
Shit really starts to fly. A fertilizer plant in Guangzhou.
A fertilizer plant?
Yeah, I'm gonna shock the world by spreading caca all over the place. Guangzhou is a chemical weapons plant masquerading as a fertilizer plant. We know this. The Chinese know that we know. But we make believe that we don't know, and the Chinese make believe that they believe that we don't know, but know that we know. Everybody knows.
I'm gonna pull a brake cord, stop the fucking train, and get the hell out of here. That's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna die. I'm a fucking porter, and you're a fucking cook.
Listen, man. You gotta trust me on this one, okay?
All right.
That's how you endear yourself to people. Anyway, hello, welcome to the Worst Movie Ever Made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind, to find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Ackman, and I'm joined by my co-host and fellow mad scientist, Rob Scucci and Bob Hassick. Hey guys, how are you, and why are we doing Under Siege 2?
I have a migraine today, like a really bad one. So, physically, I'm not all there. Mentally, I'm not all there. But I can't say for certain whether this movie was the catalyst for me having the migraine, because I went to bed with a headache and woke up with like the feeling of dread and like somebody's inside my head trying to push my eyeball out so they can escape. Mm-hmm. So I think it's Steven Seagal's fault. But I didn't completely hate this movie. It's bad. All right, it's terrible. And I hate this so bad it's good, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself while watching it for all the wrong reasons, and I'm gonna pass it off to Bob before I further humiliate myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not that I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it could have been a decent action movie had it not had Steven Seagal in it.
It could have been a good Die Hard ripoff.
I don't want to I don't want to ruin too much of my research because it goes deep. But
okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
And I'm going to describe the movie as best I can because, God damn it, it's convoluted.
There's a lot.
Yeah, so let's throw it from Bob to Bob for the best explanation.
Ooh. Yes.
Yes.
Bob, it's time for your explanation.
I told you to stop rubbing my ears.
Huh.
Bob?
All right.
We there? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
This goes back a little bit to Professor Pudgy, but not with the exact same. Anyway, here we go. Tall and tubby trooper takes teen on a train, taken by terrorists trying to total targets, until the tremendous tactician takes the task to topple terrorism.
You had me at tall and tubby.
Tall and tubby trooper takes teen on a train taken by terrorists trying to total targets until the tremendous tactician takes the task to topple all the terrorism.
I just said terrorism. I didn't say all the. But my second fat joke was tremendous tactician because I really had to stretch for that one.
But he is tremendous.
It's
in
so
one way.
All right, So, audience, if you haven't watched this, I don't blame you. But here's the story. Seagal, who is still just a cook, is on a train with his niece to bury her dad, his brother. And before that subplot even exists, we're introduced to like a team of government officials doing things our government probably shouldn't be doing, which is lying about what you're doing to get public funding. But anyhow,
yes,
there's a satellite that can cause earthquakes and seismic events. And level cities and buildings. And the guy that was the mastermind behind this construction, who recently faked his suicide, hijacks a train in order to stay in motion, because apparently that has something to do with hiding yourself.
Yeah.
While connecting with the satellite and actually destroying things and then threatening other nations while taking bids from other nations for the technology associated, like so they could have the weapons themselves. And then somehow Seagal comes in as the hero, of course.
Yeah.
And really, that's all I can say. That there's nothing else besides punching, kicking, and shooting after that. So
yeah.
That's.
I like the villain.
I like leaving this. Yeah, I like. No, he was good.
He was kind of good. Yeah, he was kind of good.
Yeah,
with a better script and better supporting cast, he would have rocked it.
But I thought he did a fair job. What was his name? Travis Scott? No, that's a different villain.
That's the rapper. That's the rapper who people died at his thing. 'cause
Yeah,
they
yeah.
left
The whole
security or whatever,
trampoline. Yeah, the trampoline.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's Travis something, right? Travis Dane. Dane.
No.
I don't care.
Well, his character name
Probably.
was Dane something.
Yeah.
I thought it was Travis, but it's definitely
Well,
Dane. Something.
We're learning something new. We're learning together as we get through the
All
episode.
together as an audience. All right, I'm going to stop
truly
wasting
watched this
time.
movie.
All right, let's throw it back to Rob for the best YouTube comment.
Yeah. So I didn't write this because I need to set this one up before I even talk about it. I think this was written by somebody who was coming of age in the 80s but didn't get involved with the internet until later because they like wrote out like the text descriptions of the emojis but unsuccessfully, so it just says the word of the thing they're trying to have, which I will read along. All right, so best movie, Heart, and my favorite actor since I was a kid and always. Thanks for putting this beautiful Heart movie, and God bless all who has died for our country, always loved, honored, and never forgotten, comma, and then it just ends.
Jesus Christ.
And this was on the pay version on YouTube. So someone,
Oh Jesus!
presumably threw down money, watched the movie, and was moved to write that.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have been great subterfuge though, like if that was actually you. So let me see. Was it you, Rob?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. All right, gotta ask.
It was somebody who probably drives a Nissan Rogue with a bunch of Minions plushies on her dashboard.
Sounds about right. Yeah. Or one of those Jeeps with all the ducks.
Yeah.
What's that about?
God, yeah. Those people.
It's so potential serial killers know how many people are in your family and what everybody's into, so they could lure the youngins away from the home.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So it's like the parents who do that want to give descriptors of their kids so that the person that's about to steal them has a better idea.
Yeah.
I had a foot and mouth situation with my sister in Florida. I'm like, oh, those Jeeps are those. And she's like, I'm actually going to get a Jeep. And I think that's really cool. And people leave ducks. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. It's taking the nation by storm. Now.
There's a Jeep Wave, apparently. But
no. Really? Dude, the worst one is the motorcycle one where they ride by each other, but they just like put their arm down like they're going to scoop something up off the ground.
Yeah.
You ever seen that one?
Those are the motorcyclists that actually are okay on the road. It's the ones that weave in and out of traffic, the ones that I don't like so much.
True. I just don't like that I can't have a conversation outside in the summer.
Yeah.
All right,
let's go to test number 1. Ain't that a pitch?
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Financial Advisor, I've got a lucky cat. I'll talk to you later. Time for me to take a walk in the woods. Financial Advisor, lucky cat, walk in the woods.
Well, that's some kind of bitch.
I think it's me, Chris Bob, this week, right?
Yeah, it is.
Sounds about right.
All right. Professor Pudgy has to think quick on his feet. He does so by running. Isn't that a treat? Hackers on a train blindsided by an ex-SEAL. They say, damn, he's good because his talent's unreal. All this and more on this week's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made, which you can find at www.theworstmovieevermade.com, which is a sequel to episode number 61 about Under Siege.
Oh, it rhymes.
Because it rhymes with feet and tree and siege.
Yeah.
So I brought it back home.
That was that long ago. 61. Wow.
61.
It's 150. We're on like 211.
Yeah.
Good God, guys.
Yeah. So 150.
We're a whole different people now. It's like the end of a cross country trek.
Yeah.
I think I'll go home now. All right, so it's me, right?
Yeah.
The hijackers are in for some pain. They try to seize Seagal once again, but he's got his own Argyle and Katherine Heigl. Let's watch him run through a derailing train.
Yeah.
More on that later. But go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, mine's forced and rushed. Here we go. There once was a teenage actress still growing up. In a movie 12 years before, she'd be knocked up.
Mhm.
As far as action movies are concerned, it's standard fare, but what made me squirm was the thought of a reunion with Kendra Crump.
Oh my God, Kendra Crump.
I was just
It would be funny if she's been listening as a fan this entire time, and we just been making fun
Yeah,
of
she's
her.
like, I don't know why they keep making fun of me. I'm
Hard
just
out
a
on a
lowly-
Tuesday night. Yeah,
because you were the worst guest host since me.
Even
my
worse.
punishment is I have to do this now.
Yeah, we couldn't quite rope her in, so we couldn't get Jamie Kennedy, so we got Bob.
I'm gonna go Bob
Perfect.
4, just because I thought mine was better than both of yours, but he threw shade, and that always.
Yeah,
is,
I'm
worth
going
it.
Bob 4. You bring up Kendra Crump, it's a win in my book.
Yeah, it was
Bob,
that was so
4-star.
pander. I was pandering to you guys completely. Like I know. What
Well,
I
I
know my
mean,
audience.
you
It
know,
worked.
you know.
It worked.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And if we know our audience, then they know who Kendra Crump is because they were there for Jingle All the Way. Which
can be
we
found at
did
www.theworstmovie
many years
ever.com.
ago.
At least 2/3 of it.
Yeah, the last third, and then she
love
cut
this-
out. She cut out in the last sixth.
I love this one-sided war we're fighting against someone who doesn't even remember us.
Some stand-up comedian in Atlanta who's mildly more successful than us, but not famous.
I'm gonna start trolling her YouTube page just to see if I can get some traction.
Fuck yeah. All right, let's throw it to test number 2, the most offensive. Great job, Bob.
Lots of dastardly thieves, daring do. No, get this. No, you're the goofy, actually.
Hooray!
All right, follow me, boys. This one's tough. Number
5.
Well, I think you'll get number 5 anyway. Beach Babes' boobs get binoculared by bureaucrats.
Yeah, that was. Like I thought they were gonna shame the guy, and here let him keep going. They're like, yeah, just enhance, enhance.
Yeah, enhance.
Yeah,
Tit
and like
scope.
Kurtwood Smith, who hasn't aged since RoboCop. It's like, fine job, fine work.
Yeah, true. That 70 Show guy, right?
Yeah,
that guy's.
Red Foreman. Yep.
Yeah,
never
yeah. That guy.
like he turned 45 when he turned 25, and then he stayed 45 until he was 70.
Truly.
Or 80. Yeah,
He probably still looks like that if he's alive.
he does.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the Morgan Freeman effect.
Yeah.
Let's throw it to number
4.
The Dark Territory tagline tally.
Yeah, they do.
How
they do
many
mention the
times do
title.
you have to say it?
Oh yeah, that whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I think they thought it sounded really cool, but really all it was like there's no Wi-Fi in this area,
Yeah.
basically. And it's supposed to sound like dark because dark sounds cool, and territory
They're off the grid.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, they're off the grid. But whatever, that it doesn't matter at all to the movie. But that's the name of the movie, and so they make sure to say it 17 times so that you associate
I wish I counted.
it with.
It's one of those things. Like I was 2/3 through the movie. I'm like, they said this a lot, and I wasn't planning on rewinding it and then going back and counting.
No,
Like, it was too
definitely
late
not.
when I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, not worth the effort. But let's go to number
3.
Flames in the fireless firmament. Okay, this was quick, and but I've said it. Listen, every time this happens in a movie, it's a trope, and it pisses me off, and it builds on itself, and I'm sorry, it just makes me mad. When the satellite, the grazer, when it moves in space, it shoots fire.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you can't shoot fire in fucking space.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just not physically possible. It's supposed to look cool, I guess.
Yeah, it does look cool. I'll give him that. But the weird CGI corkscrew thing coming out of it, like, also made no sense.
I don't know. A little erotic for my taste.
Yeah.
You know, with it zoom in, like what they were using it to look at a lady's boobies, right?
Yeah.
But presumably they could have locked onto her as a target.
Yeah.
And then earthquaked her.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy. All right.
That's a new verb in my language.
Earthquake.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, we've got 2 clips here on the most offensive. I'm sorry,
Right.
it's a goal movie. You know, you got to throw it to the clips. This is where the juice really starts to flow. I don't know. Number 2. This is titillating tactics.
I broke my bra.
It's to die for. Hey, we're all hostages. All right, they're upstairs. Go.
Come on.
I broke my bra.
All right, there.
Yeah.
Tits to die for, huh? I would argue that man is not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The joke doesn't even really work because he's just knocked out, right? Unless Seagal's just that goddamn good that he punched him in the nose or whatever and did the
pretty
bridge of the
good.
nose into the brain trick.
Yeah. He's pretty
But
good
then
at
why-
that one martial art form where all it involves is using the momentum of somebody advancing you
Mhm.
your advantage in disarming them, not in offensive tactics of which he knows very little of.
Yes.
Yes.
As will be seen later in the last clip of the day that I cannot wait for. And I'll have to describe it to our podcast only listeners, but for now we'll throw it to number 1. This is racism from Rental Henchman.
Where's that fucking CD?
Oh shit, I ripped my pocket, man. Everything fell out.
Don't bullshit with me. You show me that goddamn CD, I'll cap your sorry black ass bitch. Empty your pockets. Said empty your goddamn pockets right now.
All right, man. I'm just a kid, man. Come on, I'm just a kid. I'm trying to tell you. I lost it. I was down there. I ripped my pocket. Everything fell out. Only thing I got in my pocket, man, is your ass.
Porter checked.
The only thing I got in my pocket is yo ass.
Yeah, the guy's like, the guy's death rattle is that joke was terrible.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what though? If
I've
I
got
were
your
in his
ass in my
situation,
pocket.
if I were in his situation, I'd probably say something as dumb or dumber. I feel like if you don't know what's going on and like you're trying to have a one-liner because you're kind of aware that you're in an action movie, I would say someone's ass is in my pocket too.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is like you have to be vaguely aware that you're in an action movie. For me, I feel like I'd try to concentrate entirely on shooting the bad guy and not like coming up with a quip while I'm trying to aim,
remember
quickly
that
for
guy?
my life.
That guy who was bowling and he was being heckled and like he wanted to say like whatever you think
Yes.
you are, I am, and he fucked it up.
Who do you think you are?
I am.
Who do you think you are? I am.
And then he like watches the tape. He's like, oh shit.
Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, but you know what? He kind of got famous off of that.
Yeah,
Way more than bowling.
Yeah, that's true.
For sure. All right. So there you have it. This guy says everything but the N-word. If you don't give me the CD, I'm gonna put a cap in your black ass, bitch. I think he says something like that. It's not verbatim, but just taking the movie to a new level. I felt like it wasn't. There was no race card before that. I did say that Seagal has his own personal Argyle in this one for the Die Hard tie-in. You know, because he does have the like really fun character who is black, who you know, for diversity.
So for the write-up, I could say, quote, everything but the N-word, end quote, antagonist.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Everything but the N-word.
I love that.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
I
All
have
right, Rob.
two honorable mentions.
Oh no, please.
I have two honorable mentions for most offensive, and Rob already said one of them on the text. He said, "Shut that bitch up, or I will," in reference to a like a
crying
girl.
baby.
The baby.
But the other one was they killed the engineer of the train, and then immediately took his hat off and wore it. I thought
They
that
did,
was
yeah.
fucking disrespectful
Very Captain Phillips
of a dead body.
I'm captain now. I'm the conductor.
Yeah,
now,
actually.
you know?
There's a spin-off to this movie. It's called The Conductor. If you wear a conductor's hat, you become fully aware of how to be a conductor train. So
Yes.
Drive a train. Yeah.
yeah. So you just
Alright.
know
Any
how
train.
to ride one. Yeah. Any train, anytime. Maybe a plane. Who knows?
Huh?
All right,
Anyway,
Rob. Why
I
don't you?
wanted to fit those in.
Yeah. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Appreciate it. Rob, your ad read, please.
Yeah.
Here comes Rob.
Did someone mention my name? Never mind.
So you like that?
Rob.
Huh?
Rob's ad read.
Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by Professor Pudgy's Fudge Suckers. Run. Don't walk to the freezer aisle for this cardiac arresting congealed treat, but not so fast that you pass the hot dogs you plan to eat at 3 a.m. There's no escape. They're coming for you.
God.
Always have been. How naive of you to think you weren't being watched this whole time. Anywho, it's like a fudge bar that makes you poop your pants like Professor Pudgy himself after getting caught in a chokehold. Back to you guys.
That is something that actually happened. For the newer viewers, for our
We bring it up every
weekly-
time.
Yeah, no, I know. We really do. Some like strongman was like being threatened by Seagal, and then he was like, "Fuck this," and just choked him out, and Seagal shit his pants.
Yeah,
that's the long and short of it.
Which he vehemently denies before moving to Russia or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Rob, for Professor Pudgy's Fudge Suckers ad read. We're so glad to have you, Fudge Suckers.
Mm-hmm.
It's fudge going in, it's fudge coming out,
Yep.
the Seagal way, and we appreciate that. All right, test number 3. This is the worst dialogue.
We are just tubes taking in fudge and converting it to poo.
Okay, get ready for the
The yucky
worst
fudge.
dialogue.
I know. I know. I know.
Tina,
I know.
read your machine.
I know.
Tina.
I know.
Room, room. Beep, 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 beep.
Right.
Chris.
Probably. I know.
Chris.
I know.
Read your beeping machine.
I know.
I can't make waffles.
Okay. Goodbye.
Time has slowed down for me because of the migraine, and that felt like an eternity. That bumper.
Not for me.
Yeah, that's a long bumper. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They
No,
couldn't-
it's necessary, but I felt it today.
A lot of these bumpers just sound like praise to me.
Yeah.
So I'm into it this season. I'm really loving
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they're cheering me on, you know?
Yeah.
All right, number
5.
This is Teddy Bear.
Yes, it is.
Hey, I was thinking, I remembered that you collect teddy bears, and I got you a teddy bear. Now, this isn't quite as good of a teddy bear as some of yours. I know that you may be too mature to hang out with teddy bears now, but it's just, it's the thought that counts.
Thanks.
Guess I'm not trained for this.
That was 4 teddy bears in 27 seconds. If we were, we can call that like 24 seconds because there's some more. There's some filler in there. So what's that?
Mm-hmm.
A teddy bear every 6 seconds.
Yeah, every 6,
Yeah.
yeah. But, well, Bob has to tell us he's the math teacher.
No, I'm gonna trust Rob's math because I was not paying attention. Honestly,
I thought he said
think it was less
24
than that.
total seconds.
Because by the time the last teddy bear was
6 times
spoken,
4.
we were only like 15 seconds in. So
Yeah.
it was really like one every 3 seconds. Really.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, good point,
I was being conservative here, but like Bob's data
He was
is
adding
more
post
cogent.
dialogue that didn't involve teddy bears. Just
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in Rob's
from the
defense, he was
first to last
considering the
teddy
average
bear-
of the entire clip.
Yeah.
So, we
Yeah,
appreciate the mean
first. Yeah.
number.
I would say first to last would be the definitive number. So I was like, yeah, a teddy bear every 3 seconds or 4 seconds.
Okay, well, we're glad to have gotten it down to decimal points here. It's important. I just like how he says, "I was thinking that I remembered that you love teddy bears."
So he doesn't even
I was
know that she
thinking-
loved them, like because memories are imperfect.
Yeah, true. But he was thinking that he remembered. So he remembered it and then went out about his day. And then he was thinking that he remembered it and he bought her a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Which normally that's not the process for most people. They don't think about what they remembered and then get the thing. They just remember it and they get the thing. But, it's Seagal. And he has, an extra couple layers of thinking because he's that good.
Yeah, damn, he's good.
I don't know. I feel like if you're a SEAL, I mean, not, just because he's a Navy SEAL, but if you're a Navy SEAL, you have the intelligence to pick up on a kid has grown a bit since you've seen her.
Yeah.
And don't treat her like she's 5 years old. Like are you that naive and ignorant of human development?
I think he saw her human developments and then he was like, fuck. This teddy bear's not gonna work.
Yeah,
and that's why he was like,
because he low-key wants to bang her. Like, he wanted to get her, like... Yeah.
He could have easily just handed the bear to some random kid and said, like, hey, I'm going to get you a nice drink on the train because you're old now.
Yeah, true. Which he would do. You know what else he would do? He would assume he's going to see, like, 12-year-old Katherine Heigl, and then he sees her at, like, 19 or whatever she is in this movie. And then, like, he wasn't nervous, 16. But then he sees her, and then he has to, like, get an airbag and start huffing because he's going to have a cardiac episode.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw it to number. And this is actually this is a nice reference to the clip we just did. This is Trained.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And also the fun.
This I'm trained for.
Oh my God.
Dane. Well, here you are. The last place anyone would expect to find you. Amazing.
Put something on.
There you go.
Put something on. Okay, so captains are co-fucking in the cab of a choo-choo, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, can you just bang people? Like, those windows that like are paneled so that they're kind of see through, but they're also like opaque, so you can't really see through. But you can make out shapes.
Yeah.
Like if you're really quiet and you're fucking like somebody in one of those, can you get away with it?
I think that's the whole point. Is like it's long stretches of just bridges over wilderness, and they know they're on a 10-hour train ride, and the mountains are like a 3-hour, part of the trip.
Yeah, but what about when the conductor comes to punch your ticket, and you're like elbow deep?
I don't think in real life that's how those trains work. I think you have like an airplane ticket and you check in once, and then you're good. I don't think they'll let you on without checking a ticket. So. This isn't like the fucking metro line from like New Haven to New York City,
Right.
Where you're just standing there.
No.
Yeah.
But Rob is completely missing the elbow deep comment. So let's continue.
I mean, it's just routine. So I didn't. It was just part of my life,
Right. Yes, of course. That's true. Unfortunately for you. All right, let's start to number 3. This is 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
This is a 45, okay? Dynamic tension. Left hand, right hand, palms pressed together, okay? Cover your ass. 12, 3, 6, 9. Wherever you look, always never look in a direction where the gun ain't pointing. You understand?
Too many instructions.
Bonjour, guys.
Who the hell is that?
I love this guy.
Jesus Christ. I'm not quite General Cooper, although I have sort of risen from the dead. No, it's just your old friend, Travis Dane. You remember, the guy you fired. And I bet just about now you're probably asking yourselves, what the hell did we just shoot down? The answer is the NSA's best and only functional real-time down-looking satellite, the NSP-1. Not a bad piece of hardware. You'd probably be calling them any minute now and asking them for its use. Unfortunately, since even they don't know where the fuck it is, they're not going to be much help.
I love those little monologues. I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoyed his presence when it was just him. When it was just him in the scene and not like interacting with like people near his person.
Yeah,
like, those menacing little conference calls were fun.
There's no question this was directed by the same guy that directed The Fugitive. I mean, I mentioned that in a story. Like, it's totally The Fugitive on a train.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Which The Fugitive is on a train, famously for the first like little bit for the giant train collision scene, which they filmed. Was that? I'm just from movie buff knowledge. Was that an actual train that they actually collided in The Fugitive?
Very unlikely.
I know, but I think that's why I remember it. Because like they actually really did, or something like that. There's something about that train collision scene that's like
the
important.
This is not any of my future
It was real.
things, but
It was real.
they filmed. Oh, was it okay? They filmed all of the train car interiors in studios for this movie. Like they didn't actually film in a train at all.
Yeah.
And they just,
It had a Seinfeld driving vibe through the windows.
Yeah,
that's what it was. They had like tennis balls in the windows to focus whatever green screen shit they were gonna do, and had like scenes of Colorado, whizzing by. So
yeah, and I don't know. It didn't really look like he was in France either.
I think that was just him fucking with them with like the.
You said the fugitive train scene was real. Like they actually like crashed a train.
It was a prison truck and a train. Yeah, it wasn't CGI. It was practical.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
just saying that led to Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah,
because it was cool and everybody knows how cool that is.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it is. We should do that one for a good movie.
Cool, very cool looking.
Yeah.
It's a sequel. It's a non-canonical sequel.
This is gonna have an orgasm, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Get me a paneled window so that you can't really tell that I'm whacking it over here. Let's throw it to number. This is tick tick.
Okay, Bobby.
You go get into that elevator.
I gotta go beep somebody.
Imagine a flyer from New York to Charleston. We can do this.
Nice.
All right, get in that elevator. I've got to go beep somebody.
Yeah.
In what circumstance would that sentence ever make sense to anyone?
Someone's got a beeper and you're buying weed.
Well, the beepers,
in the 90s.
That was like
okay, yeah.
It's not relevant to the scene, but like that's what I could think of as a practical.
You're like dropping your wife off at work in some Manhattan building where you're allowed to go in, but you can't go up the elevator for security reasons, and you're about to make the meeting, reservation of your lifetime through the beep in 1994.
Yeah.
You get in that elevator. I gotta go beep somebody.
Yeah, meanwhile Steven Seagal's writing complex fax messages on his Newton or whatever the fuck device that is.
Yeah, right. What was that? I didn't understand that shit at all.
I think it's a Newton. It's an Apple Newton, I think. It's like a Palm Pilot that like turns. Yeah, it turns like handwriting into typography. I could be mistaken. That's a little before my time, but I think it's a Newton.
Anybody know anything about that on this podcast?
You
co-host
can email us at www.theworstmovieevermade.com and just say subject line, "Is it a Newton's?" and then we will follow up.
Perfect.
Yeah,
love that. Okay, so him beeping somebody was him throwing a glass shattering, flame throwing bomb device that he made at a cocktail bar.
Yes,
with like butter and ice.
Yeah. Probably some Kahlúa. Maybe he whipped the Kahlúa into a buttery consistency.
More like a ka-blooah, you know what I'm saying? All right, let's throw it to number
1. Kahlúa, ka-blooah.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. All right.
I don't know. Does this deserve to be number one? Probably not. I don't know. This is track.
You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. That's a signpost up ahead. Your next stop, dark territory. Who says I have a one-track mind?
Yeah, one track. Like a
All right. I mean,
track?
yeah, the one track pun's terrible, right?
Ah.
No, not befitting a genius of his caliber, but also he did the thing where he said dark territory, and it doesn't matter at fucking all, not even a little bit. All right, let's throw it to Bob. This is test number 4, the worst production.
I know. I know. I know. I know. I know.
Yeah.
All right, worst production is multifaceted. I'm going to try to narrow it down to what I think is the most egregious part. I'm going to say too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
And that's a play on words because
yes, it is.
I'm just a cook.
Mm-hmm.
So Rob was right. When the Warner Studio first bought this script, it was written as an original film, as a Die Hard type movie where there's a hostage situation and a anti-hero comes to the rescue of everybody. But when they bought it, because they said we need a premise for our Under Siege sequel, so they totally rewrote it. But here's the part, in my opinion, where it's too many cooks. Seagal, and you're not going to be surprised by any of this, he rewrote all the scenes he was in.
Yeah.
The only time they really stuck to the script, or had like ad libs when he wasn't there, when he wasn't there. So it's a lot of stuff. Anytime that Seagal's like doing stuff, like he's flying a helicopter, he'd come to set and he'd tell the people in the scene, okay, now you're gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna happen, and then you do that. And that's what happened in this movie. Is he just commanded every scene, rewrote all the dialogue, and then the part that's he also involved himself in post-production. Like he just inserted himself into the editing process and everything else. And it just seems like he was the star power and that's all he was. And he thought of himself as the creative force, and that he was not.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to say. Too many cooks, and I'm going to say it would have been better without him. In acting and action and just being a pain in the ass to the rest of the crew situation, I think it would have been better off with someone else. And the role was offered to many people before him. Let's just say
Oh,
that.
no kidding. No kidding.
But again, that was
I can't
before
wait to
it
hear
was
more
an Under
about
Siege.
it.
That's before it was an Under Siege sequel. Once it was an Under Siege sequel, there was no question it was going to be Seagal. But, fuck that guy.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck that guy. I think if you were to have Seagal not pushing his advantage because of his popularity, then you might have had a more successful movie star. But the fact that he was a narcissist and got the kind of popularity he did off of movies like Under Siege, he rose to fame. He got the rocket strapped to his back, as they say in wrestling. And then he thought that he was Bruce Willis, so he started making all these demands and stuff, and I think that's when his career started to go into the pooper. Because if he's actually affecting the way the movie is shot, edited, scripted, directed.
Yeah.
I mean, the movie's going to be shit because you can see that. I don't know. How is it that Hollywood carries on characters like that for so long? Like, they actually were making Seagal films until 5 years ago.
Yeah.
He might still be in new movies now in Russia, for all I know. So
Yeah. I mean,
he's just sitting in a chair, like, playing poker and shooting people when he feels like they cheated them or something now.
on
because he can't
on
get out
movie
of his
sets
seat.
on movie sets that were made out of old pools. Wasn't that force of execution? Like the whole city was like a swimming pool, right?
A big Olympic pool or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, too many cooks. Let's throw it to test number 5. This is worst acting.
You were abuser heavy, so let's get this one I called train porno out of the way.
Oh, nice.
300,000 pages of code, or 60 minutes of XXX interactive rubber and leather bondage porno.
All right.
Triple
No.
X.
Goofus. No, you're the goofus, actually.
I'm Duffy.
Lots of dastardly deeds, dames, daring do. Susan's pantry, country.
All right. I think you guys are frozen on me. Oh, wait. Chris is moving. Now
Yeah.
I'm moving. All right.
You're
We're good.
We're good?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Number
1.
This is Teacher.
Look, I know it's against the rules, but give me a shot of something. I don't care what it is.
Bobby, can you please put those up there for me?
Yeah. Yeah, man, what's up with that niece of yours, man? Miss Bruce Lee back there. She almost killed me, man. Going up. You want been teaching her all that jujitsu shit?
I taught her a thing or two.
She's lucky she's a girl, because I know a little... I know a little of that stuff myself.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Usually from you, but that's what I hear. Now, don't give him the brandy, because I gotta use that to make the cake.
The cake. because he's on there as a civilian, but he has access to the kitchen to make the funeral cake.
Oh, that made such a... That was like my number 1 or 2 in Catch-All. Like, who the fuck is he? He can just walk into the kitchen and start cooking?
He's nobody to everybody on the
Honestly.
train. Yeah.
Literally. When they're boarding him, it's like, what's your name? Mr. Ryback
It
plus
made me
1.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got angry.
Yeah, he's literally a nobody. All right, how about well, let's talk about this one first. He says, "I taught her a thing or two," right? Yeah. Which I don't know. I actually his accent, the voice work that I'm doing for Seagal, I always have. I'm just realizing who it sounds like.
It's Donald Trump.
And yeah,
they have the same cadence.
I'm wishing it didn't. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And then he's like, the guy's like, I know a little kung fu or whatever. His future sidekick, and he's like, yeah, I heard that. Usually from you, but I heard that. And then the bartender's like, oh, listen how clever this hot, tall.
What if everything that's happening politically right now is actually a social experiment and Steven Seagal's actually standing in as the president of the free world?
Trump's been dead for 20 years.
Yes.
But Seagal is not a Russian, not a member of the Russian citizenry. He is our acting president. And I mean acting.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
How about number 2? And this is great. Here's a lot of credit to the side characters who don't deserve any credit. And here's why. This is typical.
You telling me this goddamn thing is working now?
In fact, it works so effectively, Admiral, that if we were to target the Los Angeles fault lines in 15 seconds, Arizona would be beachfront property.
The problem is somebody else is commanding the satellite, and we haven't been able to find it or destroy it, so we were unable to stop it.
Oh, my God. The earthquake in China?
We have full deniability.
Shit. Well, that's just typical. Typical agency bullshit. Now, do you have any idea who we're dealing with?
Oh, we have a very good idea that it's Travis Dane, the guy who designed the system.
One of our own people.
Not anymore. He was decommissioned over a year ago. Last month, he was an apparent suicide. He's a brilliant guy. He can do virtually anything he puts his mind to. He's a crazy son of a bitch.
Why in the hell would you hire a goddamn maniac like that?
Admiral, Sane people do not build weapons like this.
Oh, Mr. Breaker, you'd think we'd learn something from that. All right, we're upgrading to Code 3 status, gentlemen. Let's find the satellite, and let's find the son of a bitch now!
Let's find the son of a bitch.
I love that part at the end where the old guy who's like playing Admiral or whatever is like, let's go find him. He like shakes his fist in the air like that. If you're audio only, I'm sorry you can't see that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Techno jargon bullshit delivered by guys who don't know it. Just taking a picture. Let's throw it to number 3.
TO'd.
Ryback's tactics.
Ryback.
That's what it says. Ryback.
Casey fucking Ryback.
Here we go.
Who's Casey fucking Ryback?
Here we go.
Casey Ryback's a former SEAL team captain. A counter-terrorist expert.
Run the stats.
He's my instructor at Fort Bragg.
Yep.
He's the best there is.
I thought you're the best there is, Penn.
When she shot the intruder, did you see the body?
No, just a shitload of blood, and if you get run over by a train, you just...
Did you see the body?
I assumed he was dead.
Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Now, when every available man to resume a full train search, inside and out, car by car, include all AC ducting, all paneling, the roof, undercarriage, absolutely everything, right now.
Ooh.
You leave him in the Gulf of Mexico with a toothbrush and a pair of bikini underwear, and he'll show up poolside with $1 million smile and a fistful of pesos.
Pesos. He'll have it. He'll have it. God, that is... I forgot about that fucking sound clip. I wish we still had it. The last 2 clips were credentialing. One for the bad guy who was not intimidating at all. And 2 for Steven Seagal. It's like, wow, he's a badass. Every one of the badass bad guys is like, wow, what a badass this bad guy is. Yeah. Because he's a fucking badass.
He's so fucking badass.
So, all right. This one, you're just going to have to... I'm sorry, audio-only listeners. You got to check out our YouTube or Spotify. Spotify has the video. You can watch it on there. Or if you want to go the more traditional route, check us out on YouTube. This is number 4 of The Kitchen.
And you can find the YouTube at www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
Nobody beats me in the kitchen.
Yeah. Nobody gets him on that line, bro.
No one gets him on that line. No one knows his history, and no one knows he was a fucking naval cook in the first one. So it's lost on everybody.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that guy's dead.
Knows that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but boy, he can work a knife, can he? I just love that he's like constantly like, while they're fighting, he's doing this. Yeah. It's like the guy that I think you sent me on Instagram or whatever, where he's like got 2 knives in his hand and he's in his kitchen.
Oh, the freedom guy who
tosses
the knives into the cabinet above his fridge.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like moving around like. But you see those guys. There's other guys that like have pistols and they're just surrounded by dummies they set up, and they're like turning around, like punching them, and then like getting down on one knee and like shooting one.
It's the
and then turning
it's
around
the uncle from Napoleon Dynamite, like doing his football pros.
Uncle Rico.
Posing. Yeah, Uncle Rico's like audition tape. Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. All right, let's throw it to Bob again for fact or no fact.
But wait, there's another abuser. This one's called Ben Shot.
Oh shit, man, you been shot.
No bullet. No bullet in here. You think this has been shot? This ain't been shot.
See.
What? No, that's
I know what he's
literally
trying
being
to
shot.
say. I know what
Yeah.
he's trying to say is like, oh, it's like you call that a knife. This is a knife. It's Crocodile Dundee. but,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like it's
Right.
just merely a flesh wound. Or, like, you know,
Right.
it's just, yeah. But,
Like I wasn't shot in the heart. Like that would have been a challenge
yeah.
to come back from. This is fine.
You'd have to shoot me in the heart and the head to take me down, and even then it's questionable because I'm fucking
Even then, I
badass.
might just spit it out.
Yeah. Like that masked magician that ruined all the tricks for aspiring magicians at home who wanted to learn the secrets of magic in the 90s. Remember that? That was a good series.
Okay, yeah. Well,
the bullet.
I forget who that was, but yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Fact or no fact is our game.
Oh, I gotta play the bumper. I never played the bumper. Sorry.
Oh, do that.
And people nowadays are way too
Carried away.
concerned with their shiny, tiny beeping machines than they are with the simple joys of living.
That's a fact. You know what else is a fact? You guys are gonna lose.
Before you drop your name, Bob, I call this fat or no fat on my script.
Makes sense.
Okay. This is Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, and I just called it, oh, hi, Mark, Territory.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So here we are with so many facts to spit, and I'll read you 4 and I'll lie and see if you can figure it out. Good luck. Here we go. First one. Jenny McCarthy unsuccessfully auditioned for a role in this film. Okay, that's the first one. Second, during this production, Steven Seagal started wearing a girdle to contain his blubbery stomach. Okay, third one. Steven Seagal was in the cutting room for the editing process, vetting takes and causing friction between himself, the director, and the editor. Okay, fourth one. Gary Busey auditioned for this movie and was rejected because his character was blown up in the first movie. And the fifth one. During an event for the film, Steven Seagal was photographed grabbing then 16-year-old Katherine Heigl's right breast and laughing.
Okay.
I know we don't want
She
all
was
these to be
16?
true, so please. She was 16, yes.
All right. Okay. Jenny McCarthy, I think she was just heating up at this point because she had a Jenny McCarthy show on MTV. This was like, what, 94, 95, Under Siege 2?
95.
So I don't think she blew up until like 96, 97. So I could see like trying to transition from porn to like comedy and acting because she was in Basketball in 98. I could see this being one of the first like missteps of like her trying to get her foot in the door. So that's believable.
Sure.
I have reservations about the girdle because he didn't get big yet. he was more cut in the 80s, but like he looked his age and build for the kind of hero he wanted to be.
How many planes had he flown to Burger King at this point? That's the question.
I don't think this started happening until the early aughts. 9/11 changed him.
Okay, right.
So I want to say the girdle's probably a misdirect for like another movie later in his career when he obviously clearly had put on some pounds.
Solid logic.
Cutting room. I mean, like we all know that with the Too Many Cooks and how he typically carries himself. There's a great anecdote about when he hosted SNL and how he wanted to rewrite all the sketches, so he was beating people up, and they were like, "Dude, no." So that tracks because that was like '96, I think, his SNL appearance. Busey, depending on when his motorcycle accident was, he may not have remembered that his character got blown up in the first Under Siege. So possible.
Busey is fucking legit insane. So
yeah, and given the track record Seagal has had of settlements and accusations in which he gropes people against their will, that tracks. So I'm gonna say the girdle is a misdirect for another movie. Something that like one of his straight to DVD efforts, not like a big budget one like this.
Right, Chris?
I really want 4 to be true, so I'm not going to say that Busey got rejected because I really want him to have. I just have to have that as a fact in my reality. So, I don't know. I think another red herring possibility is the 16-year-old Heigl boob fondle incident, because that could have happened in any Seagal movie with any child under 18.
Yeah.
And I believe it did. It just maybe he wasn't seen with her doing that. So I'll go with number 5.
All right, I think I strategically worded these so you guys would lose because you
Okay.
lost.
right.
First of all, Jenny McCarthy, you're right. She did audition, and Seagal asked her to take off her clothes because he knew she did Playboy, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Fuck you, dude! I'm not taking my clothes off. Why don't you go buy that issue of Playboy and see me naked?" And then she walked out.
Good for her.
So yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, she was rejected. Second, he did start wearing a girdle to hide his blubbery stomach, and this was apparently a temporary fix because he said, like, to the director, like, "I'm gonna lose this weight eventually," and that has since then has not occurred.
Yeah.
Well, inflation.
Bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Third one,
Another 2% every
Seagal
year.
was. I spoiled this one early, and I felt bad doing it, but I couldn't wait. Yeah, he was in the cutting room for editing, and he he made everyone upset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the Busey thing. Here's the thing: Busey never auditioned for this, right?
Okay.
The producer, I think you might have some idea that producers don't know absolute jack shit about.
I mean, depending on what level of producers, that just means you throw money at it in some
Yeah,
instances.
they're just throwing money in, right? So the producer named John Peters
didn't do his homework.
Brought Gary Busey in to play the villain, right?
Yeah.
And Seagal came back from like a vacation and was like, "Why is he here? He was blown up in the first one." But it was too late, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Already was given a pay or play deal, which meant he got a fee whether he was in the film or not. So
if he did some scenes and they cut it out, then he'd still get the check. Yeah.
Busey got paid $750,000
for him.
Jesus
which came
Christ.
out of Seagal's pocket as a producer. But he never actually worked one day in the movie. Like, it's such a
Isn't it insane to think that Gary Busey got an amount of money that would change all of our lives tremendously for the better
for doing
to not show up?
Ginger Dead Man himself.
We just split that money 3 ways and never have to worry again.
Yeah.
For real. For real.
Yeah.
So that was the lie because he did an audition and he wasn't rejected. He actually got paid. Anyway, so that was a fact, right? Seagal groped a 16-year-old on film, and then Katherine Heigl, who was 16 at the time, said on the last day of filming that Seagal said, "You know, Katie, I got girlfriends your age." And then Katherine Heigl said, "Isn't that illegal?" And he said, "They don't seem to mind." Like,
wow.
This fucking guy's gross. He's fucking gross.
The worst.
Yeah.
I believe
so there it is. There it is. Yeah. All the accounts that come against Seagal are heavily documented, but his attorneys are all like, "Didn't happen. Fucking didn't happen." Yeah.
So after I made my guess, I went to the Wikipedia page. This movie made a profit, 60 million budget, 104 box office, but more surprisingly, Roger Ebert gave it 3 out of 4 stars.
Wow. Roger.
Okay. So to clear ourselves
our
from that
old
abuse,
buddy Raj.
I'm gonna play our last abuser, and this one's called Cars.
So that's ultimately the bad guy who fights Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Gets really mad that like Seagal is saving hostages and stuff, so he like throws a canteen or something, and he's like, It's like a super fucking awkward reaction. All right, I'm gonna throw it to Bob to lead us off in the catch-all after the bumper.
Okay.
I know. Okay. Goodbye.
seriously nothing more wonderful than a cat nap.
Can I actually just jump in with my one catch-all that I'm going to have before I send it to you guys? Okay.
Please.
He's in a number of Die Hard ripoffs. A lot of action stars are. Van Damme is. It's fine. It's a popular movie. That was like the measuring. That was like the Black Album of action movies. You know, like everybody kind of based their shit after it. Here's the problem, though. In every other Die Hard ripoff, except for the Steven Seagal ones, they are a reluctant hero. They get dragged into it, and they don't want to be dragged into it, but they realize they're like that situation's best hope if anybody wants to make it out alive, including themselves. Right. And Steven Seagal is always like, "Fuck yeah, I'll be the hero." Like, never second guesses it. So that's
like, obviously it's me.
Yeah. All right,
they're calling me up the bat again.
So I'm gonna go a little further into the movie than I usually do. The lead villain holds up his CD-ROM. I'm gonna guess it's not a DVD-ROM.
Yeah.
And he said 300,000 pages of code.
Yeah.
On a fucking CD. I mean, it's fucking junk computer science.
Yeah.
Or JCS, which is what I teach.
What would you know about
not language
computer
art,
science as
not
an English
AP European history, not advanced Spanish. Anyway.
So you're saying so Bob, just so I understand you, because I'm computer illiterate, CDs cannot hold that much information.
No. They can, but like code is not broken down into pages. It is one long script.
Right. So if we're to have a second page, the code is broken.
Yeah.
Because it has to be a continual link.
It's just no such fucking thing. It's like a receipt. Like a receipt is just a fucking receipt. You don't have page 2 of the receipt unless you're at like a fucking oil change place. Which, by the way, if you don't know Rob, if you haven't followed Rob to read his review of oil change places, I highly recommend it. It's really entertaining shit.
And to your point, and to your question, Chris, I've been trying to look things up after fact or no facts, but there's an ad from 1994 with Bill Gates, and he's like wearing like climbing gear, and he's on top of a tree looking down at a forest on top of stacks of paper. This CD-ROM can hold more information than all the paper that's here below me. So like, I think they probably got that line from that Windows ad.
Probably. Honestly, the fact that they had a CD was already like, ooh, 1995. What's that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I knew what it was, but like in terms of computer shit.
Yeah, that was still like the 3.5 floppy back then. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean there were CD-ROMs, but no one knew how to make them. Like they weren't burners yet. If they were, but they were very rare.
Yeah.
Lastly, if there is a page 2 to your receipt, it's called an invoice.
Yeah.
All right, so my number 5 is gotta shout out my man Peter Green. We almost did earlier. This is the guy who gets his neck broken by Seagal, and his Argyle goes, "Man, you are a badass."
Yeah.
That guy's in Pulp Fiction. He's in The Mask. He's in The Usual Suspects. He's in so many fucking good movies.
He is. He's a character actor. I like that guy.
Yeah, I like him too. And he's. Have you ever seen The Rich Man's Wife? With Halle Berry and Christopher McDonald. Okay, probably something we should do for bad movie fodder. I haven't seen it since I was like 13, but I think you see Halle Berry's boobs.
Oh, nice.
So like that's why I watched it repeatedly. You know?
Yeah.
I watched like all 2 hours of it so that I can see her boobs.
Nice.
For 10 seconds. Because I was too lazy to rewind, or I did repeatedly. Yeah. Who knows?
You're too lazy to Google it.
Well, I mean, I was 14.
Yeah.
So. Okay, good point. So Seagal says to the porter, "Take that fucking white jacket off." Why?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Harder
Like,
to spot if you're not wearing a bright white jacket.
I mean, he wanted to show off his fucking muscles and stuff. Like, but like, the fact that he said "fucking white jacket," like he was dead serious. Like, you better take that fucking thing off right now.
Yeah.
I put that. Yeah, it was one of my first catch-alls. I'm like, what? Like, why would you be so specific? But anyway,
because if it's the old Western, like if you're wearing white, you're gonna get shot.
Yeah.
Because blood looks so good on white. And Seagal knows this. And of course, Casey Ryback knows that because he knows he's an action movie because he's so good.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
That's not getting shot. This is getting shot.
I'll
He's
see
like,
tomorrow,
you
Chris.
keep wearing that.
Good night.
Western rolls. All right, number 4. I like. I mean, we kind of just said this already, Rob. You kind of said it, but I like how he being Steven. Oh,
nice. Cool little kaleidoscope action.
It's been a while.
Thank you.
You too,
when the train meets its ultimate demise, we'll get back into that kaleidoscope, if you know what I'm saying. But I like how in every Steven Seagal movie, whether he be Casey Ryback or anyone else, even an old veteran sniper who needs oxygen to survive, he just fucks up every bad guy all the time, every time.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There is no tension. You just know he's going to kill the bad guy.
Yeah. Yep.
It's like revenge porn times 10.
R/I'm very badass every time.
Yeah, he's not revenging or avenging anything, really. He's just taking out bad guys, and you get to like live vicariously as Steven Seagal proxy for the 2 hours as you disseminate the villain ranks.
It's wish fulfillment.
And that's what he is. That's what he is, and what his movies are. And it's not enough for people who aren't low IQ, but it's plenty for people who are Steven Seagal fans. Go ahead, Bob.
So there's a trope that is new for us.
Okay.
It was pointed out to me, and it's turtlenecks on villains.
Oh,
Like, so, like the the closing shots of this movie when all the villains were being taken out one at a time. I'm like, they have these little half fucking turtlenecks, like they all had them on.
Yeah.
Why?
There is an evil turtleneck trope. Yeah.
It's a it's a trope that I'm gonna see if it rears its head again in our movies with villains kind of.
All right.
Jeez, I really want to know.
Yeah. So it was pointed out to me, and I thought interesting, and I wrote it down. So yeah,
well,
I'm glad you guys
should I say thanks Schmave for them?
No.
Okay.
And if you go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com, go through our back catalog, every action movie we have. If you see a turtleneck, let us know. We need to know this. Thank you.
Well, if it wasn't Schmave, then I assume that this was whispered into Bob's ear behind a paneled piece of glass on a train cab somewhere, probably on his way back from Milford to Pittsburgh. But who knows? So let's throw it to wait.
It was a good train ride. It was a really good train ride.
Balls deep
My
in
number,
the slam pig.
Elbow deep.
Go on.
A slam pig. Cool.
Yeah, slam pig.
My number 3. Suspicious circumstances surrounding the $100 million airplane strike. So, no one knows about the Grazer, the satellite that can cause earthquakes. No one on Earth knows about it.
Yeah.
Except for Travis Dane and the government. However, he gets this thing active. And then somebody calls and says, "I'll give you $100 to strike this plane that has my wife on it."
Yeah.
This is a ultra rich husband who's got connects, who knows about the highest level government secrets immediately as they happen, and then is able to take advantage of them.
Very good point.
But also, how did the government know about the airplane strike? Because was he also double crossing Travis Dane by the whole situation made absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Top to bottom.
They move it so fast that you don't really have time to think about it critically.
What they
now
wanted
that you bring it
was,
up, I'm like, that's definitely not making sense.
What they wanted was for us to believe that they could hit a stealth bomber, so they needed a halfway point. So he hit a whatever, a jumbo jet. He hit a jumbo jet going 700. So he was able to hit a low flying 1,000-mile-per-hour stealth plane because he was close with the jumbo jet. Anyway, go ahead, Bob. You're number 2, I think.
My 2 was it was Jim Cotta inspired. All
right.
First of all, the helicopter pilot was like totally like jizzing over like fighting inside his cockpit. It was so
he was. He was.
But then
he was so into it.
When the female mercenary and the young brown-skinned porter were fighting, she gets jettisoned from the helicopter and she falls onto the train, Jim Cotta style. It was like
she does. She does.
And it was like chef's
You know what?
kiss.
My
That
thought
just made the movie ridiculous.
My thought when watching that scene, because it cuts to Seagal and he goes, "Oh shit," or something like that. I thought like he was gonna like have like put a knife in his mouth and like dive down and rescue her for some reason.
Yeah, right.
And they'd
Just
both be
arms
unscathed.
out.
Same
It was
outfits,
just-
no water
it
or
was-
blood, right? Yeah.
I didn't rewind any of this movie except for that scene. I'm like, I gotta see that again. I gotta watch the fall.
It was straight South Park, like like when she made the impact.
As her body explodes.
Yeah.
Just makes the guttural sound you can't help because air is escaping her throat.
Various folds. Yeah.
Yeah. My number 2. I like when Heigl sprays the bad guy in the face and goes, "Mace!"
And then he like
like a last second warning.
You know, people don't build a tolerance to spicy food. Like you're the way capsaicin feels to you.
Yeah.
Never changes. You can get like used to it, but like even if he gets used to it, like physiologically, his eyes would still water.
Right, which would have been
He totally would,
dude. That would have been fucking sick. That would have been a really cool scene if they had him spray it in his face and he got all red and like dropped like a ton of tears.
But just shakes it off and like moves on.
But he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, that would have been fucking cool, but instead he's just like, oh, it's like warhead spray.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
much.
One spray and you're south of the border, Marge.
Right.
Deep cut. Yeah. Anyhow.
But yeah, I'm pretending to know what you're talking about because I know it's Simpsons, but I don't know Simpsons. But it's like if Seagal like went up to a guy in this movie and he was like, "Punch!" You know, Katherine Heigl's like, "Mace!"
Like Dale Gribble in King of the Hill, pocket sand.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I understood that reference.
Nice.
All right, go ahead, Bob.
This was really. I tried to rank these in what I was most irritated by, and I was most entertained by her falling on the train. But most irritated by when the train like decelerates and accelerates and goes through windy turns. People are moving about the cabin, but the glasses in the dining car fucking not moving at all.
Shit.
Yeah.
They're
catch that.
exactly where they were set. And every time they go through the dining car, there's the fucking place settings all perfectly aligned.
You know, Bob, you have a good eye for this. When it's bad movies, I put blinders on for that shit.
Yeah.
Like I know it. Like when I watch good movies, I can spot like tiny inconsistencies because like you're kind of more critical. But these movies, I let it go. I don't know why. And you,
I don't even see them.
Yeah.
I did watch this in pieces. I want to say I watched it over like 3 half-hour segments. I watched it for a bit, and so what I noticed was after it was some kind of break in action. I'm like, wait a minute, weren't they like literally like shaking the whole train? A minute ago.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That's when I saw that one. Yeah, it's okay. That's what I'm here for.
That's you know, that's not your only role though, Bob.
That's all.
See, I knew you were going there. I wanted to head you off the path. We want you for so much more. It's his looks, really. I mean, we're going for the ratings. You know, you got to have a good-looking guy on the show. Rob and I are.
There's a couple moms out there.
Chop liver, but
big fans of mine.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it uncomfortable, Chris, but.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable in how shrunken my shorts feel on it.
Nice.
Otherwise, I'm good. Let's throw it to number One, Daddy. He completely forgets that he was shot in the shoulder. Yeah. Or he's the toughest and most good counter-terrorist secret agent of all time.
Yeah.
Let's just run through a couple things here. He hangs off a cliff with his shoulder that was shot.
Yeah.
He does.
Uh-oh. We lose you again, Chris? Chris, we lost you.
Oh, shit.
Chris, sing the alphabet. Can you sing the alphabet? And check with your mic.
No, not until you replace his mic.
Uh-oh, he froze.
E,
I hear you.
G, H, I.
You're good.
He's already at H-I-J.
L.
No. The whole point is we hear you now, so you're good. So.
O, P, Q, R, S. We're good?
You're good.
T,
yeah.
You can hear
Finish
me?
your point, Chris. We're at an hour and 16.
W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Sing with me. Okay, finish my point. Anyway, he hangs off a cliff in full range of motion while in combat. And then he outruns a train derailment from inside the train, having been shot in the shoulder for all of that.
And then when you see him fall between the cars, his ragdoll body, head and torso like slam against the door frame. God knows how fucking fast it's going.
Yeah.
And then he's just walking around the next scene. Yeah.
He's good. He's fine. You call that being shot? That's not being shot. I was shot.
I was shot 10 times this morning before my coffee.
Hey, listen. I mean, if that's the power of being a delusional narcissist, then I'd like to be that.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And practically invincible. Yeah.
Yeah. RC. All right, Bob, what else you got?
I think you guys both did one. You went first.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's start to what we're watching.
I'm going to suggest skipping what we're watching because we're going to be at like 90 minutes.
All right, cool. Let's start the background.
Save it for next week. Yeah. We'll go double hard on what we're watching next week.
I'm double hard.
I'm watching
Catherine Hagel, Osan Ilam, Kath Klopp, Dick Zicker, Butch Wolf, Manny Perry, Morris Chestnut, and Richard Pee Wee Piedmont.
How was Dick Zicker not the first one or whatever it was?
Dick Zicker's been on the pod like 7 times.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
I have to mention him every time.
Yeah,
Dick Zick. Yeah. All right, offensive minigame. We'll run through this one real quick.
That's it. We can take our time now. We're skipping what we're watching.
I heard that.
I'm watching Bar Rescue.
I like cats.
I'm watching Bar Rescue, Chris.
Cats like you too.
Bar Rescue.
Fire Rescue?
Bar Rescue is what I'm watching. I'll talk about it next week.
Offensive mini game.
All right, what we got?
Putting the junk in Junkanoo. Or binoculared beach boobs.
Binocular beach boobs.
No, beach boobs.
Yeah, beach boobs.
Junkanoo at least like showed it for what it was. They didn't like whitewash it.
It wasn't creepy voyeurism. Like the Junkanoo people celebrating were like into they were trying, you know?
How did we not say for Jaws the Revenge great whitewashing African culture?
That's how serendipity works, my friend.
Because it's not going to win the season, and no one cares.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, from grief to getaway.
Okay.
Or titillating tactics.
Grief to getaway, because like the woman who did my bras broken thing, she was complicit in that. Like, that was probably her idea. She wanted to show off her sweet rack. Whereas the other one is like, hey, my son was just murdered by a shark that's stalking my family somehow. Let's go on vacation.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Let's never go on the water, but then you say let's go on the ferry, and I immediately agree.
I know.
That's kind of weird.
It's shocking how fast they're on water after all that.
Yeah.
Rental henchman racism or shitty driftwood.
The racism.
Henchman racism, yeah.
Because that was the '90s. You should do better. That was this was post Rodney King, right? Like,
yeah, if not very close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
whereas,
very close. Yeah.
Whereas how'd you phrase the other one, Chris? What was this other?
Shitty driftwood, or
I mean, that was just a guy in a moment of grief, just like kind of going like, "Oh, my brother was killed by this like fluke call." Yeah, so yeah,
it's funnier than it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
All right.
Okay, so let's throw it to the movie comparison.
Yeah.
Why do you always do that, Dad?
I can't tell if Chris is staying still or if he froze again.
You're home early.
No, you're fucking with us.
Jaws the Revenge or Under Siege 2.
All right.
Chris with a 5-star victory for Jaws the Revenge. Bob, 4 stars. Sorry, Bob. Jaws wins that one. But
because it means
Under Siege 2, right back at it with a check mark for offensive.
Yeah.
Very nice 1-to-1. We're going into dialogue. What was worse, Jaws the Revenge or Under Siege 2?
Shit.
Dialogue.
I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say. You know what?
Give it to Travis.
I think Travis Dane had redeemable dialogue in this movie.
I agree.
And therefore, I think Jaws 2 is worse.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm gonna have a hard time with acting. Really gonna have a hard time with acting.
Yeah.
True. Production, poor lip service for Jaws the Revenge or too many cooks for Under Siege 2.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks, because fucking Seagal ruins everything he's in.
I could see like a one last ditch effort to save a dying franchise, like trying to shoehorn in like they tried, it didn't work.
Yeah, I agree.
But with Seagal, it's like he this probably could have been a decent movie if he didn't interfere or star in it.
Yeah.
Like if this was a JCVD Die Hard knockoff, not under the Under Siege umbrella, I could see it having legs.
Dude, this movie would have been better with John Clone than him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By a long
I guarantee it.
A little bit.
More butt.
They'd have to explain the accent as always.
I was a French student in Belgium.
Yeah. If you don't recall, America, I was a legionnaire.
I rose through the naval rankings and became over a $2.17 union due dispute when I was working on the docks.
Yes.
Because I was for fucking everything.
You don't remember me feeding your poor kids in New Orleans as a stilted clown?
Was it The Quest? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was The Quest. Okay, well, let's do this first. Let's what's the demerit for Under Siege 2? This could matter.
Non-reluctant hero, I guess.
I think Chopper.
Yeah.
Chopper.
Chopper.
I mean,
Chopper.
Chopped his fingers off, and it's called a chopper.
Yeah, I like that. The Chopper.
Or more a splasher than a slasher.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give it Jaws on this one, actually.
Yeah, I Jaws. Fuck, Jaws is worse. So much worse.
Wait. But we haven't decided.
We're tied.
What we need an acting vote. I skipped acting on purpose because Bob made it sound like he didn't know where to go with acting.
I'm gonna say
when I think back, I mean, all the villains in Under Siege 2 were fucking solid.
They were pretty good, right?
I thought Katherine Heigl was good.
Yeah. Jaws was adequately acted
as shitty.
Yeah, Jaws was adequately acted. Just the script was dog shit. Like I can't think of a professional on that movie that like didn't.
No,
they weren't terrible.
I didn't think Mrs. Brody was very believable. I thought she was.
No, she wasn't good. That's where I was going.
She was never.
Yeah.
She was never. I'm extremely. Yeah, I'm overly emotional.
Right.
I'm dancing with the Junkanoo. Like I couldn't figure out where she was.
I'm coming to the mind that like she served what the script told her to do, and I don't think there was much resistance on that set.
Okay, but
then again,
Jaws
has the accent, the Bahama accent too.
Everyone else, the one guy. yelling his friend's name after he gets eaten by the shark as bad acting. And you're like, that was your abuser. You have to admit.
Yeah, that's true.
Worse.
No, I think Jaws is worse then, because the villains are better and yeah.
Jesus.
So Jaws wins.
Jaws, the revenge.
Wow.
I can't believe
it. It feels right. As much as
it
I
does
have to clip that someday.
It does feel worse. Yeah, it feels worse because I was watching Under Siege 2 and I was like, this is not as bad as I wanted it to be. I thought it'd be worse.
Yeah. Speaking of winning, I know no one voted for Arsenal.
Literally no one.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pulling it up right now.
Well, nobody knows what it is.
While Rob's looking this up, I was gonna say this during what we're watching, just so listeners feel comfortable trusting me with movie information and deep dives. You'll be happy to know that I was part of a team that participated in trivia night last Thursday and naturally swept the movie category, and ended up winning the whole damn thing. Thank you, Dustin, for being my obvious best teammate. We did it,
Dustin,
and we're gonna keep doing it. Yeah, we're gonna just keep.
Dustin, we knew you had it in you, Dustin. We knew it because you know why? Because the last two letters of your first name are in, so you had it in you, and we knew it.
Wow,
Go ahead, Rob.
awesome. Anywho, Anacondas: The Hunt for the Blood Orchid has a 75%. Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2 has 25%, and a whopping 0% for Arsenal, which stars John Cusack and Nicolas Cage, the latter of which is reprising his role from Deadfall. It's neither a sequel. It's neither a sequel nor a prequel because technology, like just like the phones and stuff, are of the era where it was filmed, 2017, and Eddie dies in Deadfall. But Cage is reprising the role, but they're all older, and it's in the future.
That shouldn't have been allowed in the poll. I voted for Baby Geniuses, and I voted for the other one,
Anacondas,
because I'm like, I didn't know that existed, and I kind of want to watch that.
Anacondas, the Blood Orchid has got to be bad.
But Arsenal is listed on Wikipedia as a sequel/prequel. Like no one knows what it's supposed to be.
Jesus. I mean, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
It's right up your alley, Rob.
Yeah. I've seen it. It's not good. It's fucking terrible.
Yes.
All right. So, worst of the season so far is Jaws: The Revenge.
Yeah.
Next, we're doing Anacondas: The Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Yep.
All right, Rob, why don't you plug us in Bob for his last word?
You can find us at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Click the logos. Go to the pages. Stream the show. Go to YouTube. We're doing lots of clips. Lots of clips going up. We're on Instagram. We're on TikTok. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Music. We're on Google Play. We're everywhere. We're everywhere you want us to be. We're in you.
Because we're everywhere you want us to be.
All right, and Bobby,
when you
word?
listen to pods, you seek us, please.
Is Chris done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last word. Turtlenecks.
Nice. Turtle.
I clicked it and I did this, and then the music, there was a delay.
Yes.
Once again, this is the music from Dirt Pipe Milkshakes, a pornographic film that was shot in the same house as a talking cat.
Every person I talk to about dirt pipe milkshakes, they're like, okay, just tell me what a dirt pipe milkshake is. I'm like, are you sure you want to know?
Is it like felching, but with a straw?
Yeah.
I thought I explained this already.
I don't think you did.
I feel
Not
like
on air.
do it on air.
I'm assuming it's like felching or shrimping.
There is gas involved.
All right.
It's
off-air discussion.
I don't know. I feel like I've already given enough clues. The audience should just research on their own.
You know what? I am just gonna watch Dirt Pipe Milkshake this week, and that'll be on my what we're
Get
watching
from the
this
source,
next week.
dude.
Yeah,
Get the milk.
I'm gonna go on SoulSeek.
From
I'm gonna
the source.
download it. I'm gonna download it, and then it's gonna be like LimeWire days all over again, where the family computer is completely irreparably fucked. All right,
there you go.
All right, bye, Jelly Scoop.
It's on
Forever
it's on
and
one of the sites.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out. All right,
Nice.
that was solid. Let's get Jelly School out of here.
Oh. Bye, Schmaith.
Bye, Jelly.
Bye, Sludge.
Bye, Jelly School.
Nice.